This is old preacher man Piper, Doc Hatfield, coming to you again with a story. Answering the first question that Chad asked. And that question is, how do you think your life would have turned out if the main positive influence in your life wouldn't have been there? Well, first of all, in my life, at the beginning of my life, if my dad had not been there, my real dad had not been there, the day my mother died, I would have died. Because my grandmother promised to take me out in the woods and bury me alive. She hated me and she hated my dad. She blamed us for my mother's death. I'm a year and 3 months old at this time. But when she left for the funeral, my dad showed up out of nowhere. Now you have to understand, the law had been looking for my dad ever since this happened to my mother. Couldn't find him nowhere. So where he was at and how he knew everything was going on, nobody to this day knows. But he showed up at that house and took me and my brother and took us to the welfare office just a few miles away, and he signed us over to the welfare department, walked out of our lives, and that was it. If he had not been there, I would be dead. Now, the next influence in my life, major influence in my life, was my adopted dad, minister of the gospel. If he had not been there, I don't know, I might have ended up in prison. I don't have any idea. I doubt that I would have ever heard the gospel. I doubt that I would have ever been saved. I doubt that I would have ever went to ministry. I doubt any of that. But then the other influence in my life is my precious wife. From day one, she has supported me in my ministries. I walked into, we were up in the upper part of Indiana. That's where we lived. She was working at a hospital. I walked in one day and told her, I said, there's a church in Tennessee wanting me to come. She said, I'll give notice in the morning. And she did. She gave notice, and the next thing I know, we're headed for Tennessee. And here we sit till today. So that's it for me. I hope it is for you. By the way, I'm still smoking this here Savinelli Trevi with Sir Walter Raleigh in it. Y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you. Bye-bye.